G'day, let's have a quick look at these Knipex Electricians Shears. So firstly we've got the 950510s and then we've got the 950520s. So the biggest difference here, as you can see, is these are straight and these are angled. So firstly, having a look at these straight ones, they've got this really nice sheath that they come with and a nice belt clip, so you can just clip this onto your belt and have them with you, pull it in and out as you need them, so that works really well. The handle is really nice. The blue color there is a hard plastic, and then that red color on the outside is a bit of a softer rubber, so you do get quite a nice grip. You can use them either way, they work pretty well. And then on the front of the cutting, or sorry, on the back of the cutting blade here, we've got this sort of an oval shape, so that's just for cable. So for actually cutting cable, you can come through and it will cut cable really nicely. And on the front we just have a typical serrated scissors blade. So it does have tiny little serrations. I'm not sure if it'll pick up. It picks up there. So that's really nice. This is inox stainless steel, HRC hardness 56, which is good to see. And then the other feature of them as well is it does have this little crimp bit down the back here, so you can put a round crimp onto this and crimp it together. And I assume the thinking there was if you go to cable, if you cut it, which obviously you can see, that cuts it really nicely, leaves a really nice clean finish on it as well. And then you could just strip that cable, pull that out. I went a little bit too far. Pull that out, put a crimp on it, and then use this back and then actually just crimp it. So that's these ones, the straight edge ones, and then we've got these 20s, so the angled ones. Now, you look at that cutting edge as well, that cutting, where it cuts, this is a whole lot bigger, so it is a lot longer. I'll compare it properly there. So it is longer and it just does seem a bit beefier. So I'm not sure if the rating is different. I assume it would be. This would probably be rated for cutting bigger cable, but it's just nice to see it's got that bigger front edge there as well. So obviously very different scissors. This one, you've got this nice handle at the front and a little protector. Another finger goes there, and then you've got this little handle here. So this clip up the top just locks them in and out. So if you unlock it, pull it back, and then you've got that spring that automatically springs back out. So that's really nice when you're cutting. It just puts that little bit of pressure against it and springs it, and then you can push that forward and it locks it in place and it stays locked in really nicely. So the feature of this is it's got these crimps down the bottom here as well. These have two different sizes. It's got a little notch cut in here as well, so that can be a cutter there. And then you've got, again, that big groove out the front here for thick cable, and then just your normal scissors as well. So these are serrated as well. There you can just see that at the right reflection there. So cutting cable with these as well, very easy, no problem at all. It is a little bit harder here because obviously there's a lot more distance there, so you need more pressure, but cable cutting it in there is really nicely. I love this cutout because it just holds that cable in. It pulls it in towards itself and just wants to cut it. So just looking at this is a multi-strand cable, 3 bits inside, 3 wires inside. Again, absolutely no problem, just slices right through it. And likewise with these other ones. I think these angled ones are a little bit easier because it kind of sits in your whole palm and then you get all your fingers into it. So cutting this just feels a little bit easier. It just feels like there's less resistance. And I think that spring that just pushes it back, it almost just tells you, hey, I'm back, let's go, let's do another cut. So that's really good. We just have a cat, I think this is cat 5, cat 6, Ethernet cable. So no problem at all there, cutting even that solid core cable. Even if you put a lot of these cables together, I still don't think it'll have any issues at all. And just slice right through that. So you do have to put a little bit more pressure on it. So I guess that's, instead of doing this, it's handy to reach out. But there you go, it just cuts right through it, makes a bit of a mess, but it's fun. So that's it. That's just a quick look at these electricians shears. So both are really nice. It just depends on what you want and what you prefer. I prefer this. The angled grip is really nice. Got a couple of extra features as well. It is a little bit more pricey, but I think it's worth that little bit of extra money. It doesn't come with a sheath though, at least this one here didn't. So it does have a little clip back here, so you can put it on a lanyard or clip it somewhere. But this one does have this really nice sheath here as well. So I assume you could get sheaths for this. So actually, never mind, that fits into this one. Oh, maybe not. It fits in pretty well, but then it does fall out. So I'm sure you can get sheaths for this as well, and then you can carry around this with you as well. You can have a quick draw scissors there whenever you need them. Awesome. That's it. Thanks very much for watching.